Hi everybody, good morning. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. I hope you didn't get alarmed when you saw the thumbnail to click on this video. That was not done for dramatic purposes, but this is a bit of a serious video, just to put it right out there. My husband Ian and our son Maxwell were in a car accident, fairly bad. They are okay. They are okay. It happened last night, and it was just funny. No, it's not funny. Usually I can see humor, but yesterday I had just put up a video of me having a very bad day in my sewing room. That was one of my last videos. And then just several hours later, I got a phone call. It was a dark and foggy night. Sounds like a true love story from my chapter book, right? Me and my stories. It was dark and foggy, about 5:45 last night. I knew that my husband had a job 2 hours away, and he had taken Maxwell with him, and I was concerned. It was getting late, and it was dark and foggy out, and the phone rang, and it was him, and it was a little bit late, and he said very calmly, he said, "Oh darling," he said, I'm about 2 miles away on a certain road, a big wide road. He said, "I've been hit up the back. If you could just come, I need to transfer some of my tools out of our SUV into my car." I said, "Oh, okay." I had, if you remember yesterday, I was deep conditioning my hair. That turned out nice. And I had it wrapped up in cling film and a towel. And I thought, oh no, oh no, oh no. He assured me that he was okay, Maxwell was okay. So I quickly just stuck a beanie cap on my head and put a hood on and got in my car. And I know the road. I went up, and I'm expecting to see, a police officer. The entire road, to a certain extent, was cordoned off. There were fire trucks, and there were ambulances, and there were police cars, and there were flashing lights, and there were traffic wardens saying you can't come here. And all of a sudden I'm thinking I couldn't see anything in the distance for the flashing lights. And I'm thinking, Ian, Ian called like I've been in an accident. My first thought was, did you have on clean underwear? And then I'm thinking, what in the world? So anyway, I turned on the side road and I ran back about 50 yards. I said, my family's in there. And they were so very pleasant. They're like, "Oh no, please turn your car around and come." And there's traffic being, sent this way and that way. They put the barriers, and I guess it was maybe 100 yards or so. I did not see. I've started to panic a little bit. I did not see my husband standing saying, "Come this way," on the other side of the road. I went right past him because I was blinded by the lights. I'm blinded by the lights. There was all sorts of things. I'm thinking, what in the world? I come up to a certain point, and we have a white SUV. This is what I saw. That was not our vehicle. My heart stopped. That vehicle smashed into our white SUV. But that was what I saw, and I did not realize that our white SUV, a Volkswagen Atlas, was up on a tow truck. There were many tow trucks. There were many tow trucks there. What had happened was it's a wide 45-mile-an-hour speed limit road, nice wide country road, but wide road. And at the top of the sort of intersection, there is a flashing yellow light, just to slow down at that intersection. It's not a red light, it's a flashing yellow light. Well, there were 6 vehicles in a row going about 35 miles an hour because of the foggy darkness. The person in the front car, it was deduced, had seen the flashing yellow light and from 35 miles an hour smashed on their brakes. The second, the third, the fourth car hit their brakes. Everyone's fine. Ian and Maxwell was in the 5th car, hit his brakes from a standstill and was about 4 foot away from the car in front. Took a breath, oh my word, what just happened? And smash, 35 miles an hour. The back of him pushed Ian's SUV and smashed into the car in front, which had been not hit. The lady who hit in the back admitted she had gone down, was distracted for a moment. Her car was obliterated. Her airbags deployed. She was fine. The person in front, they were okay. Ian and Maxwell, the airbags did not go off, but boy, did they get smashed in the rear, if you can imagine. The seatbelt restrained them, but they really did, jolt forward. Our airbags did not deploy, which is odd. Anyway, apparently everybody sort of hopped out of their car except my husband and Maxwell. Our son has epilepsy, as you know, and Ian was very concerned for Maxwell. So he just said, we're going to sit, he's English, he said, we're going to sit here, we're going to wait. And he started to pray. He wanted to keep Maxwell lovely and calm. He just sat there for a good 15-20 minutes before the EMTs came to their door. He said, we're not going to get out. We're not going to have all of this adrenaline released. We're sitting here. They were a little bit in shock, like what just happened, but he was very, very calm, and Maxwell was too. They took their vitals. Maxwell was okay. Ian was okay. Obviously, the EMT said, if you feel anything, call the ambulance, because they were sort of okay. But of course, the next day, which is now, they're feeling a little bit sore, of course. So now we're going to be sorting out the insurance and the rental vehicles, and of course the doctors. We're going to go there right now. They're having a rest right now. Ian woke up. He's not a young man. He woke up. He's pretty tough, but he's like, ooh, I'm a little bit sore. And he was so upset about our SUV. As you know, we just got this car. It's a Volkswagen Atlas. I'm telling you, it has a fantastic crash rating. You see what it did to the other car? And the car in front, we don't have a picture of that. Ian's car up on the tow truck, the back end is hit. That's it. The frame could be bent and the car could be totaled. Ian was so upset because, as you know, if you've been following, our other white Pathfinder SUV a year ago was totaled when the tornado and a tree hit it. We don't have very much luck with white SUVs. In fact, I was speaking to Jen, and Jen's like, you got to get a neon colored one, because crazy drivers. It was not Ian's fault. It was the lady behind. So everything was exchanged. The police, very, very nice. The EMTs were very, very nice. They were very concerned. But everything was okay. They towed Ian's vehicle away. Now we have to go get all of his tools. He had his ladder, all of his tools in the car, and we have to sort all of that out. But I just wanted to let you know that for the next little while, I usually answer my comments about my bad day. Ian beat me. Ian had a worse day, poor guy. But hopefully he'll be okay. But it was amazing. It was amazing. I'm not headache prone. I saw that smashed car thinking it was our SUV, and I got an instant headache. I was really panicked, and I couldn't find Maxwell. And then Ian said, didn't you see me in the road? I said, no, the lights, the blinding lights, they took care of everything. And when they were towing the vehicles away, they had gotten all of the information about an hour later. When we left, the road wasn't even opened up. So that's another exciting true love story. Another another bad one. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. We texted all of the children, and Malia, Ian Maxwell's sister, had texted me back and said she was talking to Maxwell on the phone. He had called her, and she texted me. She said, "Is he okay? He seems very shaken up." He was very shaken up. We kept him awake for several hours, and we're just sitting and praying and talking. And I'm trying to regroup because, again, the adrenaline and the shock of that happening. You know, you're going about your day. So it wasn't necessarily a crazy driver. Although, oh my word, are there crazy drivers? Please, please, please keep safe. This woman was distracted, but you can't be distracted. Fortunately, not going 45 miles an hour, but 35 miles an hour is bad enough. So we don't know if our vehicle will be totaled. Ian's hoping not, because it's a good car. Boy, oh boy, Volkswagen Atlas SUV. Compared to what the other vehicles were, and yeah, it did its job. Although we just can't figure out why the airbags didn't go off. Although maybe that was a good thing. But the other lady was saved by her airbag going off. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that. And again, I apologize if the thumbnail seemed a bit drastic, but I thought Ian was having a worse day than me. He takes home the prize. My silly little sewing machine broke. Oh my word, we got to go through the rigmarole now of life. Anyway, folks, please take care of yourselves. And yeah, I'll be back whenever. Love from the Trueloves. Bye-bye.